Good morning, my name is Aliaksandr Haretski. I am the manager of the Academy of Regenerative Medicine. We have come here to Frankfurt to prove what we are doing. Anyone who watches this video will know that regenerative medicine exists. And there is the method that I call the elixir of youth. This method repairs the body and triggers enough that a man with age does not get older but rejuvenates. The changes go back, and the problems that existed for many years disappear. People often do not believe in our therapy because such results are nowhere in the world. The lady will tell her story. She came to us 5 years ago in a wheelchair. She lay in bed for 3 years. Her kidneys required dialysis. She had 2 heart attacks. She could not see good after 3 eye operations. Today the patient is in good shape. Dose TMT need tablets already to function properly. She is 92 years old now, and feels better every day despite the passage of years. I call it the elixir of youth. Those who do not believe can come to visit her and check visually.
My name is Adila. I was born in Germany. But after Second World War, my family was taken by Poland, and I became Polish. I learned Polish, attended Polish school, then I worked till 50 years old. I felt well here, and son Anzaj came to me. He is also a pensioner. We live together and I do not feel lonely. When I started sick, I was no longer alone.
What happened that you came to us till Swiebodzis?
I was still sick. It was getting worse. My kidneys were aching. My eyes were weakened, and heart was weak after 2 attacks. Thanks to Aliaksandr, I found help.
When you came to us, you were lying 3 years in bed.
First I was lying in bed. Then there was a hand cart. Then we bought a lightweight electric wheelchair in Poland.
In fact, you could not move on your own.
I could not, it was so hard for me. The worst problem was to get into the car.
You did not walk down the stairs as well.
Not at all. I used elevator, but Aliaksandr recommended. The stairs as a part of therapy. He was mean.
He wanted you to recover faster.
And he achieved it. I recovered thanks to him. And I will be grateful to the end.
How many tablets did you use per day?
A lot. I cannot remember exactly. But in the morning 10, noon about 10:15.
And now how many?
Now I do not take anything.
How old are you?
92 will be in November.
You came to us first time nearly 5 years ago.
I did not imagine I would be still alive. My heart was so weak.
Heart was weak and kidneys almost did not work. They required dialysis.
I thought it was over. But Andrew said, we try therapy of Aliaksandr. And somehow slowly I recovered.
You were scared when the pressure increased from 200 to 250, 260 during therapy.
It was so.
Although you felt good, the result surprised you. I still remember the fear in your eyes. And now is all right? The pressure has been normalized, the kidneys work well, your tests results are correct.
Yeah, kidneys, stomach, all is all right. Doctors have described my tests results so good that I was afraid to go to Social Security. They wrote that everything is fine. My organs are as healthy as a young man.
"5 years ago we worked hard. Do you feel worse every year now?" That would be normal due to the aging process, or vice versa. How do you rate it?
Czuje pani siebie dużo lepiej z każdym rokiem, czy gorzej, jak powinno być we wszystkich sytuacjach? Jak pani czuje?
Nie gorzej, ale tak powoli.
Slowly, every year one feel better.
każdego roku lepiej się czuję.
Lepiej, tak?
Każdego roku lepiej. Nie wiem co to jest, ale lepiej. To
Pani,
strach jest.
pani używa
Anzej applies all treatments I recommended for you.
niektóre metody, które wy zobaczyli u mnie.
Massages, rubbings, muds. Dos na TMT he?
Там, буравинки, там, и натирание, там,
At first he used a lot but lately less and less.
Is he lazy now? Initially did he do a lot?
Na początku
Yes, now he can see that I am healthy, so he does less.
трохи мniej, так? І я
I think
то дуже дає та
that Andrew's love to you makes a lot.
пані приказує, як син.
Maybe.
I look at you and my heart is glad.
Аж серце таке радосне, що Анджей
When I can see how Andrew looks after you,
паням і
I rarely meet such people where the family bond is so strong.
одворотні знищають єдин єдного, а у пані
Your son takes care of you from the heart.
сина, який дуже кохав паню і
Such a love is a very good medicine.
направду від серця. І то теж є дуже мощним ліком.
on naprawdę
Yes, he loves me so much.
za dużo.
It is felt very much. This love keeps you in the world additionally. It helps in addition to our therapy.
З однієї сторони, ті методи, які ми вжили, уможливляють, щоб поволі,
Being almost 92 years old, you feel better and better.
як повинно бути теоретично, но і в такі
You repeated the therapy once in our center.
в цьому 5 лет фактично
Then you continued treatments at home that also helps.
5 лет було тільки один раз у нас на короткій повторці, а решта, ну, можна powiedzieć, самі робите якісь забіги, які побачили у нас і виконуєте, і то теж допомагає нормально функціонувати і жити.
This is true. He never leaves me alone.
Tak powtarza, bo jak tak coś jest, to mnie
Loneliness is terrible.
a nigdy mnie
He always takes me with him. So I am not alone. I'm really happy of that.
zawsze gdzie jedzie, czy przynajmniej do każdego amtu zabiera mnie też ze sobą amt, do każdego urzędu zabiera mnie ze sobą, żebym tylko nie była sama. Ja się bardzo cieszę z tego.
Я
I think
лічу, що то, що ми
what we do is an elixir of youth.
якийкольвік стопні еліксиром молодості.
And what do you think?
Так чи ні?
Jest,
Yes, it is visible at every step.
to widać na każdym kroku.
І пані
You feel better every year.
з кожним роком лепі. То несамовиті ефекти, яких
Such amazing effects need to be felt by yourself.
чуть, то треба відчути на собі, розумієте? То не можна приказати, не можна навіть віле збадати, то треба бачити і już. Якщо б хто підняв
You came to us 5 years ago in a wheelchair.
електричним вузку, то перша пацієнтка у нас була на вузку електричним і не рушила.
We brought you to the treatments at the beginning.
Там до забігів, там wszędzie przykładali, wszędzie, а teraz pani
And now you move by yourself. You are completely independent.
обслуговує сама себе в дому. То несамовитий ефект.
It is really amazing.
Пані є
You are a perfect example of life.
того przykładu zdrowia
The fight against diseases and family love.
z chorobami, które i przykładem miłości, która jest u pani w rodzinie, to ja даже czasami żartował, że pani ma
Your health is the best asset.
który jest
Spiritual property.
zdrowiem i
Even though you are not materially wealthy.
fizycznego, ale jest u pani troszkę
I really admire your approach to life, yours and Andrew.
pani i Andrzeju. Może
Maybe you want to say something else?
No, ja tylko bardzo
Thank you again for everything.
pan zrobił. Nie zapomnij,
I will not forget the goodness I received from you.
to nie można zapomnieć tego.
I feel good now and I hope it will stay like that.
Я лічу, що так і буде. Я щиро молю
I hope so. I admit that while going to Frankfurt,
Франкфурта, я мисляв, що
I expected to see you in much worse condition.
Я щиро молю. Kiedy я паню
And when I saw you running,
ході, нормально, wszystko, я направду достав трошки.
I was shocked.
Wiem,
I know that what we do is nearly miracle, but even though I was surprised,
скачаний. Bardzo
I did not expect such results. I really sincerely congratulate.
Удалось і з нашим помощью, можна powiedzieć, такий виник зробити. Я bardzo gratuluję.
Nie jeden,
People say so to me.
którzy mnie nie widzieli. No,
You look much younger now.
wyglądasz jakbyś była dużo, dużo młodsza.
No, я
I would give you about 70 now.
Ile?
70 би дав.
Ej,
Ні, направда, я може
Maybe it is not visible in front of the camera,
ну, виглядає пані, але то, що я
but when you came to me 5 years ago you looked to be roughly 88.
Teraz
And now it's different.
o, jest,
є
jest.
іначе. Kiedy do mnie
I
przyjeżdżają,
compare you to other patients who were 70 to 75 years old.
в порівнянні пані мовлю, що я б не дав więcej na 10-70 lat. Naprawdę.
A takich
You did not have such old patients yet, did you?
До 90
I had 90 years old.
Także też bardzo dobre wyniki.
ja jestem bardzo zadowolona.
I am very happy.
Zawód
I always say that Alexander is a good man.
tylko zawsze mówię, ten Aleksander to jednak dobry człowiek.
Зараз ще
We will also talk to your son Andrzej,
з сином
who was involved in the whole process.
в тим процесі і
He was witness of the whole therapy.
wszystkim, як то відбувалось в тракті того процесу, який був 5 років тому. Анджей, ти учасник
Tell us, please, how it was with your mother 5 years ago, and why you came to us.
Повідь, як то відбувалось, що було вчасно з твоєю мамою, для чого приїхав, і що się stało.
She was ill all the time. She was in hospital. It was not well. Then we started looking for another help. I learned about the academy, therapy there, and we went to you. First we were 2 weeks and noticed some improvement. She started standing, taking few steps. Then we came again 2 times for 2-3 weeks. Slowly the diseases began to stop. Gradually improvement followed. Mum recovered. I can remark these changes until now. Her condition becomes better every week. As if the body got a stimulus causing it goes the opposite way. Her organism just rejuvenates.
You cannot see the aging process.
No, on the contrary, in the past she could not walk alone. I had to watch her all the time not to fall down. And now she is completely independent. She even goes shopping alone. The process of this renewal continues. Day by day it is getting better and better. As if the body was driven by a special motor.
Theoretically, eyesight cannot be restored. But I know your mum recovered sight after our treatments and exercises. How it was.
Я так wiem, що направду poprawiło bardzo mocno wzrok po tych kraplach, po ćwiczeniach, po naszych zabiegach.
To mama,
Ja-
bo
co-
widać
co-
ją w
co-
tym
co było?
wieku,
Co było?
bo widać ją w tym wieku.
I also wore glasses. I also wore glasses. So we used your drops and performed recommended exercises. The effects were good for both of us.
What was the problem with your mother?
Many diseases. She was threatened with blindness.
No, groziło ją ślepota. No.
She had 3 operations, but improvement was poor. She still needed glasses.
Źle, ale dalej w okularach. Nie?
She had 3 operations before arriving to the academy.
A chyba po tym miałaś jeszcze trzecią, 3 operacje. 3
Operacje,
operacje.
no.
No i później...
Yes. After that, we started using your drops. And then our eye problems ended. With my mom was different than with me. She began to see well without glasses, whereas I could see well far at the beginning. I noticed it when driving.
Mum doesn't TMT need glasses now at all, does she?
Only when it is very dark or cloudy.
To prawie każdy.
In such weather like now, she does not.
Przez lupę. Albo małe literki. Ale jak jest taka pogoda jak teraz, to teraz nie potrzeba okularów. Teraz można czytać. I musi być dobrze oświetlony, nie? Wieczorami gorzej.
A u ciebie
What was your problem with eyes?
To samo.
minus czy plusy, co u ciebie?
Miałem plus.
I had vision defect and wore glasses plus 4.5 and plus 3.5.
In addition, you had a squint.
Ześ był bardzo duży.
My squint was very big,
Tak troszeczkę ona ucieka teraz.
but the biggest problem was misty seeing.
Tylko, że ja
Without glasses, I could not see anything.
okularów to nie widziałem nic, nie? Ale... Po ile my
After using your drops for a week,
co my zaczęli kropić,
I remarked improvement in long vision.
bardzo dobrze widziałem daleko, a nie blisko.
Then there was a change that I saw better closely.
Daleko nie widziałem. A teraz mi to
Now the effect is in the middle.
tak jakby żeby to, że to po prostu tak działa.
No i kiedy ty stał kropać jeszcze
You also said that due to squint,
był zes,
you saw a black and white picture.
a później kolor wrócili, tak?
No taka czarna kulka wszystko było widać.
Such a black spot was in the middle.
Widziałem, ale jakie
When looking to the side, the picture was better.
Teraz co?
And now is it normal?
Now I can see without glasses,
bez okularów i
although still not quite well,
I na wzrok
especially when the eyes are tired.
no, ale jednak jak się zmęczone oczy, trzeba szczypy, trzeba tego pokropić zaraz inaczej. Zaraz,
I co ty możesz powiedzieć na temat
So how do you rate these drops?
od wszystkich
po mamie
wyraziłeś
widzę,
się-
że bardzo...
They have worked very well for mother,
Jeszcze nie mam tak dobrze,
but for me not quite yet.
to co mama nie widziała, a teraz widzę, to jest wielka różnica.
Lenisz się
You have to use them regularly.
rzadko kropać, nie?
No, niekiedy za...
Yes, sometimes I forgot. I don't TMT put drops systematically. We use them the same way,
But they worked for your mum.
Bardzo wielką...
but the effects are very good for mom. She reads already without glasses, and I cannot. Her changes were much faster.
W jej wieku.
Despite her age,
Każdy organizm...
Every organism is different.
No. Także u niej to szybko w ogóle...
No i u mamy jeszcze tam był
Mum had also a tumor in her abdomen, and within 1 week it was reduced.
guz. I faktycznie w ciągu pierwszego turnusa, даже, jak ja pamiętam, za 2 tygodnie my zrobili badanie, to zmniejszył się więcej jak w 2 razy.
Do 9...
Yes, from 14 to 9 centimeters.
No tak, ale to w obwodzie to idzie
ale później-
wielokrotnie więcej. No.
Ale później jak go... Tam chyba pisze...
However, she decided to have surgery,
To tam jest chyba...
and then it was shown 7 centimeters.
7
To
już
znowu
stało.
minęło do operacji.
Tak, tak. Można było i nie wycinać.
The operation could have been avoided, but she was very scared, and the doctors scared her additionally.
It just bothered her, and mentally she felt bad with it. Here was such a bulge.
Psychicznie, a w ogóle i to tak... No to wolała...
Certainly she was bothered,
No to było tak...
but the operation was not necessary.
Tam cały czas o tym myślała.
That tumor would disappear slowly.
Tak wycięli spod...
Anyhow, important is that she didn't TMT have chemotherapy.
No zechcieli uczyć, no to też może być. No. Bardzo dobrze, że w ten czas nie było jeszcze tych wymagań z tymi obowiązkowymi chemioterapiami, które przed operacją, po operacji. Także to co wycięli
Najgorsze
tylko...
było to, że powiedzieli, że lekarz powiedział,
The worst thing was what the doctor wrote, that her kidneys are dead and require dialysis. If not, my mom will die.
It was before you came to us.
Yes. But we did not agree to dialysis.
za życie na tej
And we came to the Academy for Therapy.
obeszło się a teraz na badania
This way, somehow, we avoided dialysis.
nerki całkowicie zdrowe. To co
And now the recent test result shows that the kidneys are completely healthy.
to jest tu, to jest zabity, koniec, nie ma.
How is a TMS possible? Really, I do not know.
All her body is rejuvenating now every year. So her kidneys have been regenerated too. The human body is able to recover, but first it needs to be cleaned and run. Then it functions by itself. You do not need any tablets. She took pills for many years like all men with age. People take drugs by handful. And now she does not take anything.
Co używa to
She takes only vitamins and oils.
It does not matter.
oleju? No to są oleje prawie, nie? To są to, żeby nabrać troszeczkę witamin, bo nie ma wiedzy do tego. No, witaminy bierze i to wszystko.
She also drinks a lot of water. The strangest thing is that her old age does not progress.
Na starość jest stara.
She feels better and better every day. It is just the opposite.
Idzie do tyłu. To jest
It is miracle, but in our therapy it is a normal process.
to tak jakby zegar wyszedł do tyłu. No jakoś tak się czujemy, że jak ja to widzę. Tak
It is like anti-clockwise direction. The old man usually complains about pain here and there, but my mom does not complain at all.
rano na śniadanie, na spacer.
She mentioned that her legs are annoying a little,
To być pozostałe śmieci.
although they are probably still in progress of repairing.
Może się naprawiaється to, co було ушкоджено дуже lat temu. Co to wiesz?
Jeszcze nie zostało gdzieś tam.
Yes, a little, maybe it is the result of the frostbite that she had as a child.
Naprawiacie i to boli, nie? Zobaczymy co
So now, during the regeneration they hurt a little. I think you should come again for a few days to strengthen process of regeneration, and now there will be only one trouble dash. We need to find a man for you. 92 years is nothing.
No a co tam, 92 lata to nic, no.
każdą zimę
Every winter we go skiing. Mom also swims in the pool, walks. What more do we need?
W basenie jak pływać?
How do you swim in the pool?
Ja, ale to tak tylko
I prefer on the back.
pływasz babcia, nie mów bo...
tyłem.
No basen cię płynie w 6 basen.
No to widzisz, no to cudo.
That's great.
Nie wiem cię, ale
Obviously she gets tired,
teraz już
but she can swim the pool distance.
no bo nie na was.
How often do you swim?
Every other day.
No co drugi, ale każdy dzień.
Lately every other day.
W niedzielę nie chodzimy
Bardzo dobrze, bardzo dobrze.
i tego. No i tam są
There are also strong water massages.
wodne, no to tam cały siedzi, to całą masuje. Języka masuje. No i tak zaczyna.
Ja miałam tu rękę.
My arm was broken once.
It was a long time ago, about 50 years ago.
Plaster cast was used. Since then I could not TMT move it freely.
Psina. No gips.
Gips. Gips mi to nie dało. A teraz jakoś
No bo zaczęła pływać
Swimming helped a lot.
Nie mogło ruszyć normalnie.
bo nie ruszana była.
Aha. A
Wolała.
teraz
Teraz
nie,
pływa, dlatego że
miałam
pływa.
nawet
widzisz.
tak. Nawet
I could not even raise my arm.
Chciała pływać, bo
Previously she did not swim because
głowy nie umie się
she could not tilt her head back.
głowy nie umie dać do tyłu, bo
The massages helped to do it.
tą szyję i znowu dźwiga szyję i znowu
Zostaje tylko
So we can envy you health but in a positive sense.
pani zdrowia, ale dobrej zazdrości.
ale warto tym
It is worthwhile to run organism to make it function properly.
jest chyba najważniejsze.
It is the most important.
Dostawał
During therapy of your mother,
było i
you also had some treatments. How do you feel after that?
Now I feel very good. Before I was not so efficient. Treatments, sauna and others give a big effect, so I continue them.
I noticed that you furnished your apartment with a set of basic equipment, just like you saw in our center.
Yes, I continue the exercises and can remark the effects. We both still use mud, sauna, cold water. Mom was once fat, but she lost 10 kilos. And she has reached her normal weight. I do not use any diet as well. I eat and drink everything.
Наша диета. Номер jeden. Żadnej diety.
Stanęliśmy normalnie, żadna dieta. Wszystko jem, wszystko piję.
To bardzo ważne. Ludzie
People who come to us eat everything.
przyjeżdżają do nas, nie używają
Diets just impoverish the supply
setkami, można powiedzieć. W lodówce
of essential elements for the body.
prawie normalnie trzeba używać i to daje wszystkie elementy, które potrzebne w organizmie. Dieta tylko oszczędzaje, a po co? No, trzeba dać.
Jedno co my rzucili,
The only thing we reduced is sugar. It was set aside and I feel much better.
But it does matter so much.
Troszeczkę, ale to nie szkodzi też.
ale to rzeczywiście
It is like to give up cigarettes.
No, to
I feel better now. I do not need sugar like before.
samo po sobie.
no to już dużo nie smakuje teraz, inaczej się to robi.
Ja powiem dla
I will tell you why it is so. Previously your body needed more sugar
nie mogli funkcjonować, bo cukier jest
because it could not function well and needed energy.
kiedy teraz organizm
Now, when it is working properly, it can produce energy by itself.
przetwarzaje w cukier,
It does not need extra sugar, glucose.
dołkowo lub cukrem, no przedawkowaniem już było, to niepotrzebne. A tak wy teraz funkcjonujecie даже bez cukru, bez glukozy, które było podawane w naturalnym stanie. A teraz wy tego nie
Well-working organism chooses by itself what it needs.
It chooses, processes and absorbs. Then it rejects the rest and functions correctly.
I used to get up every night. Because I had a taste for chocolate, now I have no desire.
Smak raz na,
It happens maybe once a month.
to mam smak na czekoladę, zjem 2-3 kostki czekolady. Nic wystarcza, a kiedyś wstawałem w
No
nocy
to znowu
Organizm już nie chce
mogę
czekolady.
przetłumaczyć bardzo prosto, bo
It can be explained very simply.
mocny, chwilowy taki
When the happiness hormone
moment, kiedy brakuje
involved in the regeneration process is missing,
regeneracji i kiedy tych
the body needs rapid support dash.
żeby coś zastąpić.
It can be the sun, solarium or chocolate.
Tak samo czekolada zjem i
Then the happiness hormone is produced.
także jeżeli
And now your body is working properly.
tych hormonów można
So there is no need for additional support. It does not TMT need any medication too.
tak jak normalny organizm, bez jakichś problem. Jeżeli były jakiekolwiek problemy, no już lecieli do szpitala i coś by robili, no a na dzisiaj nie ma leków, nie ma chorób, nie ma problemów, no i даже powracające.
Nie ma leków, nie ma...
There is no need for drugs, no diseases. How to explain it to people?
Ludzie гарсті
People abuse drugs and various supplements.
używają leki, гарстями witaminy, no a można żyć
While all you need to do is to run the body to function itself, people make themselves sick.
no, a my robimy, do mnie часто
They often call and ask me,
я там, ну, mam jakiekolwiek zdolności zdiagnozować coś. I mówić, chcę by przyjechać,
whether they can come to consult and diagnose.
ja nie będę,
Then I answer that I do not diagnose.
ani ich diagnozuję,
I am not for that to scare patients.
jakiekolwiek leki, tabletki. W procesie
We, at our center, the Academy of Regenerative Medicine,
организма, które odbywaється u nas, my usuwamy
remove problems with health and patients feel it by themselves.
i z każdym rokiem, jak na przykładzie
You are a great example of that.
no nie повторюємо, що у всіх
Your effects are better and better with each year.
такий самий винік. І я
Unfortunately, not everyone is like that, and I'll tell you why.
бо такий
I have already talked to your mum,
дуже дає. Як у тебе
and I said that the feeling of mutual love
причимлюєш є і духово, і фізично, і все.
that you are connecting to is very important.
Люди самі по собі би
You love your mum very much.
радили, щоб ти
Support her, take care of her spiritually and physically. And such a family is unique. Congratulations.
Це дуже добрий приклад і гратулюю тобі.
Then a man wants to live.
Хочуть жити і хочуть
You want to live and you make others want to live.
Живи до нього, то він не буде chciał żyć tą się pił.
Ну, то й він умже, розумієш, ні? То так же, то, що вона...
We just started her regeneration process.
То, що вона далі жиє,
But the fact that she's still alive, it is your merit.
то твоя заслуга. Я так лічу.
I say people don't TMT die, people kill themselves.
То самі, або...
They do it by themselves or family and others cause it.
Sami się zabijają. No to fajnie.
То дякую
Thank you very much.
Це, щоб ви зрозуміли, що
I want to emphasize there are many methods of healing.
одружнюється.
Our method is distinguished by something
Я називаю еліксиром.
that I call the elixir of youth. We activate the process of body regeneration.
Так дякую.
You are a living example of that.
Ти жив
I wish you both happiness, health and all the best.
щастя, здоров'я і всього найлепшого.
Nawzajem.
Mutually, for you all the best too.